Yeah.
That was to myself.
But listen,
But
How
it's
do you
not to
have-
yourself if other people hear it.
Alice, you know me for 5 weeks. You cannot make an assumption that I was said over voice chat to the rest of my 14. Okay, that's a very big assumption to make about my character. That
also notice that the inbred king has a crest in his stomach. So,
a quest.
no crest. Literally, crest's token is in the inbred king's stomach.
Haku, how long did Haku? Oh my god, Patrick, how long did Haku's portrait take you? By the way,
Like 15 minutes.
Okay.
I was watching a movie in the background too.
Oh.
I mean, maybe 20 minutes. I'm
Okay.
not sure. I was like, really, I mean, what do you think though? Yeah.
I like the sun in the background. Actually, no. The
It
picture.
was more of a thing.
Oh.
Like the sky was dark, but the object was out. That kind of implies that it wasn't sun.
So I kind of like that. I like his hand. His hand is very 3D. The only thing that annoys me is the fact that you have the anti-aliasing on the paint tool, so you can see the whites around the filled areas.
I thought it would make it more like real.
Oh, and it would give the image a feeling of a 3D impact.
Authenticity, man. I'm all about authenticity.
Oh, it's all about real Patrick. Hold on, I'm unplugging my headset. So I have my J rolled up. So if we all pop onto the Roll20 page, I'm going to come back in about 5 minutes.
Alrighty.
Also, my headset's just stopped working for some reason.
Wait, what are we doing on the Roll20 page?
Oh no, just
working random ass face up here.
Roll20. We're just.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be where we came out the forest and the forest fire was behind us, and then someone just eyes
a face.
I put on it.
Okay, I'm going to take my medicine, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. And as I said, this session will be very RP focused, about you introducing your characters to each other and exploring each other's backgrounds. Very colorful language, very expressive and creative. Very,
so glad
very
you
light
added
on the
Epic.
DM this session. Also, the fuck is drawing a cock?
Who's that?
Did you try and tell the ragtag group of autists what they're going to be doing this season? I don't think that's what they're going to be doing.
Honestly, we lost our turtle. I just want to become a follower of Autismo. The priest with the choker. Yeah, that one with the choker magic choker thingy.
The choker
and
many spells.
Yeah, and turn the world upside down because we lost our turtle, and I'm devastated.
Not gonna lie, the leader of those cannibals had quite the thigh gap. Quite impressive.
Probably went to the gym like a lot.
The Autist Brigade.
Yep.
That's our name now?
We're the Trailblazers, because we fucking set the whole thing on fire.
I mean, who did that though? Not everyone.
It was a group effort.
On my part, to roll low enough.
Guys, do you have any leather-bound books?
I do
Many.
indeed. Pretty sure I just have...
Yeah?
I have 15 books.
But are they leather-bound?
Yes, why?
I need them for a thing.
Well, you're not going to get them for a thing unless you tell me what you want them for.
A thing.
Sorry, that's not good enough to get booked.
It's to make a weird meme that only a handful of people will understand.
Yeah.
Only the weirdest internet dwellers will get.
No, only people who follow Anna Rudolph, who's a chess player.
I don't follow her, but I know the meme.
Yeah, you do? Okay. So you're one of the handful people I know.
It just, it all comes down to not having any real life.
That's alright. I mean, if you told me that you had a real life, I would have thought less of you, to be honest.
Oh, I see. Well, good. Roll for HP. What is this?
I don't understand.
We're not even level 3 yet. We don't have to roll for HP.
Oh, but maybe Cloud, did you level up after the fact?
Yes, I'm level 2.
Oh, I see. How much did you roll for your HP? What?
I rolled a 7. No, I just I noticed that you could use the character mancer to actually level yourself up.
Yeah, you can.
But I didn't. I already manually input it all, and then I wanted to test the character mancer, so I did it on Snap.
Nice.
How much HP do you have on your warlock now?
I think
It'll be 17 once I've had a rest.
Oh
but
man!
I got 10 currently. Yeah, I rolled a fucking 7. I got proper good roll that time.
Have we leveled up yet? I thought we didn't level up.
No, I
did,
was
he was
level
level
1.
Oh, and you leveled up?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm probably going to be still fucking useless because.
Oh, I should get your spells back on a short rest.
Yeah, I get my spells back, but then you have to long rest to actually level up.
No.
Oh, I'll just short
Yeah,
rest.
usually you do, but we just didn't do it last time.
Yeah, I know, but I thought it'd be. Well, if you want, I can just fucking level
You
myself
can sleep
up.
in the back of the caravan.
Yeah.
The back of our wagon. Our new house-sized fucking wagon.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like we should make some adjustments to it so that if we get under attack, it can transform into a fortress.
The pink
That's
wagon.
kind of like Transformers.
Yeah, but it'll be in a wagon and not a
Yeah,
car.
you're gonna get sued by Fox. Look what I got. Just for D&D. Isn't it pretty?
What is this?
Is what
It's
pretty?
it's my campaign journal, where I keep all the stuff and the dirt I got on you guys.
Ah.
It's just a damn shame that Ochan doesn't know how to write, so it's still empty.
Yeah, if only I learned how to read.
Well, he can read, like, slowly, but he doesn't know how to write.
Today I met this beautiful woman, and she led
Who
me
was
back
this,
to her
like?
place.
Her name was Jenny. She wanted me to meet her father, who was an inbred king. That's alright.
All my notes are literally in my mind. Like, I haven't noted anything down.
I haven't noticed.
That's
anything.
impressive.
All my
I couldn't do that.
all my notes are in a TXT file, so that's even sadder.
I'm just good at remembering stuff.
Yeah, but like the small, intricate details, like wait,
We
like
could just get Panda to make us a note thing on Roll20 so we can write notes down.
true. But like the keys, the room key numbers, I wrote them down. I remembered, but I was the guy who had to be searched for.
Oh
So
shit!
yeah, that was kind of a shame.
I wrote all of them except the one I needed, so there you
Yeah,
I still don't have my room key. No one
I'm
ever
pretty
took
sure
it off of me.
me too. We still
Yeah,
do.
I
We all
guess-
do.
Well,
I think Snaps had
yeah,
the other
Snaps
one.
had it, so I guess I don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, have we updated like the number of people that live in Greymount? Because I remember in the first session it was like I wrote it down. I don't remember, but I wrote it down. It said it was 5,000 to 6,000 people in Greymount, but I thought we went up to like 25,000. Is that right?
We have a retcon.
Oh man, they
That's such
Multiply quick.
inconsistency.
5,000 people in Greymount.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Because at first you said 5,000 to 6,000. Just saying, you know.
I think they'll be fine if they get invaded by goblins.
I guess
Yeah, if
right.
they're 25,000 people, yeah, fuck that. They don't need our help,
What's a band of 40 goblins gonna do against 25,000 people?
right?
Gonna get a fucking curbstone.
Yeah, Chris, you fucked up on that one.
When did I throw out the number of 25,000?
You did at some point, because I remember you updated it to 25,000. I'm
Do
pretty
you
sure.
have proof? Do you have proof?
Oh,
Approve of what?
Oh, I'm joking. I'm just fucking around. You know, the narrator can sometimes misportray information and so on. So, you know.
Even intricate information that may be very vital to this.
Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Anyway.
Yeah, Chris, do you keep notes?
I do, but I didn't have one for the population of Greymount. I threw it out initially, and I do keep notes of the random shit I do mention sometimes I don't have written down. But sometimes Chris notes, oh, don't.
I'm afraid you didn't even spell Greymon properly.
It would be the population would be actually around 5,000. I just completely just threw out a random number the second time.
5,000 people versus 40 goblins.
Well, it's more than one encampment. It's like a few different tribes.
Still like 20 to 1 or even more. For...
Yeah.
And goblins are kind of battle ready versus peasants. What's a peasant?
I mean, 20 goblins are going to deck a single goblin with a sword.
Depends if you give them, I guess, spears. Spears are quite...
I mean, yeah, but then you got to pull it out, and then you got peasants charging at you, about
They
to
have-
uppercut you into the next century.
So, okay, so we'll start the session in a minute, but I will just add this on. A commoner has a club melee weapon attack, has a +2 attack, reach 5 feet, 1 target, and on a hit does 2 damage or bludgeoning damage. And they have 4 hit points on average with an AC of 10.
Okay, that's slightly worse than a goblin.
We start at 5. I just need to... A goblin has 7 health points, which is basically twice, and an armor class of 15.
That's if they have a shield.
They do have a shield.
Because that
And,
assumes that all goblins will wield a scimitar and a shield.
That is very true. Dziękuję. Anyway, we start. It's nearly... Okay, whatever, we start now. So, who wants to do the review for last session?
I can do it because I don't think I've done it yet.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
Alright, it all started off when Snaps, may his soul rest in peace, was killed. You stole a sword from his corpse, and then you met Cress, the snake pureblood person, who was running from a forest fire. Then you decided to group up and run from the forest fire, and eventually we ended up getting lost and finding a house full of slime, which almost ate, I think it was Eric. Maybe. Or it was Archan, actually. Was it Archan or Eric? I can't remember now.
It was Eric.
It was Eric.
Was it?
Eric's the dipshit who does all the stupid stuff.
And he almost got eaten, then we threw some food to it, and then we got lost again. Eventually ended up with a car leading us back to the camp. We attacked the camp, robbed it of all this stuff, and then we ended up outside the forest. Met some lovely people who turned out to be cannibals, killed their leader, and then killed them, and then stole their cart. That's about it.
Aye. Does anyone want to add something to that, or is everyone content with it?
I'm fine.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. Spot on. So, you find yourselves outside of the wagon of the people that you just slayed. It's quite a comfy wagon. The inside is nicely decorated. It has seats and so on. It fits around 5 to 6 people to live comfortably in there. But you could probably stuff about 15 people to it. But obviously the horsepower at the front would have to be adjusted to kind of carry that load of people. But it's a quite comfortable wagon on the backside. You've also acquired 2 horses that are attached to the front of the wagon on the left and right side. The front of the wagon where you do sit to whip and lead the horses, it does have a little bit of has an entranceway in the middle leading to the back of the wagon, so the whole thing is connected. Inside there is potentially some useful loot that you could potentially use, but it did seem like the traveling folks following the Windlord were quite poor, and it seems like their investments went mainly into the wagon, and it is a quite nice piece. How do you want to proceed, adventurers?
I want to see how the water pump works if I find from inside.
Okay, so Eric goes along to investigate the water pump system and what really comes out of the tap. Okay, so that's one legend. I'll come back to that. What about the rest of you guys in this case?
Did anyone actually loot the peasants after they were killed?
We didn't get
Because
to that point.
if not,
No.
I'd like to have a little scavenge round.
Okay, would anyone like to assist Clyde in scavenging the bodies?
I mean, I might as well, but I want to like pile them up later, and I want to like try to like do their last right. I want to ask you about that Windlord like religion, specifically just so that I know like how would I go about making sure they get to the right place.
The way the Windlord people are, the Windlord is generally perceived as one of the lesser gods, similar to one of the ones that you follow, Haku. It seems like a localized religion. From your knowledge, can actually Eric and Haku, can you just both roll a religion check?
We did last session though.
I'm sorry, I don't remember it. Just roll it again for me. I think it was a 10 on both sides.
Okay, well I don't want to look for it. So.
If you can, I do remember rolling, but I don't remember the exact value, man.
That's fine. I can roll again.
Oh, okay.
What did he roll? I can see
a natural 20, so I can I can just ramble on and narrate. Oh, you're
it's
stupid.
better than 6, but that's fine.
It was around 10, but it's okay. Eric's exposition go. So the way the Wilderness people, they generally just go around the Great Plains, and they just follow the wind, really. They love these really high and hilly Great Plains where they have great dips and great ups, as it creates a current that they like to follow and exist in. Generally, people that travel the Great Plains for other reasons sometimes are hailed over by these traveling followers. And they're generally presented the belief of the Windlord, and they can decide to either join the crowd, or they can decide to continue their travels on the Great Plains. Generally, the Windlord is a little bit of an interesting character. For some reason, he does enjoy the aspect of feeding on. He enjoys the aspect of his followers feeding on other followers. It's unknown if it's just personal morbid interest or if there's more to their religion, but all the followers do follow it to a T in this case. Generally, the way to answer Haku your question, because Eric, you'd probably ask Eric, so I'll just skip about 2 minutes here. So the way the Wind people like to be buried in this case would be they just generally like to be left open in the plains. Just in front of the sun on one of the top of the hilly mounds.
Those hilly bee people like to be eaten by the flies. Just leave them there.
Okay. I mean, maybe it would be a bit nicer if, like, I thought maybe. I mean, you can tell me if it's a good idea. You obviously know more about this, but I thought maybe like we could burn them and then like scatter the ash in the wind because they're like from Windlord or whatever. So maybe that works.
If you want them to get in the abyss, sure.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want them to get into the abyss.
I don't really care. But if you really want them to get where they want, just leave them up on a hill, let the flies eat them, and they'll just join the wind.
Okay.
Well then, back to picking pockets.
Oh my god. So roll. Let me see here. Just an investigation roll.
Ooh, I only just noticed it's very Skyrim-y.
Investigation. So you're just checking the bodies in this case.
Yeah. Well, there's no point in looting the fucking caravan or the cart because I mean we're going to be living on it.
Chris looks through the bodies. He investigates each pocket. It does seem like Chris has done this before. He seems like he's an expert in looting dead bodies from the way he goes about it. Cress, you locate a few gold pieces. Sorry, not a few gold pieces. A few silver pieces, just scattered around their bodies, just hidden around in crevices and in crevices of the bodies of the people that you're looting. You would have found about seven silver pieces and 9 copper pieces from their bodies. Beyond that, they only had ragged commoner clothing. That is actually now splattered just with blood. You do the other notable thing that you do find would be a small wind craving of something that resembles a wind current on the young boy that Achan slayed in the last session.
A wooden carving with wind.
Of a wind current in this case. Sort of a gust, essentially.
Wood carving wind gust. That'll do. Keep it just in case I find some more cultists.
Aye.
You know, get my way in.
Well, someone in the party might be interested in that item, but they're going back, Eric, to you kind of obviously had the wee discussion of Hacker outside regarding the dead bodies, and you decide to go into the back of the wagon and investigate the watering system on the wagon. Can you just roll an investigation check?
Okay.
Generally, all these actions, all these actions, unless said otherwise, are viewed in the plain sight of all the other party members, and because you're all kind of just all in a group on the back of the cart, kind of doing your own things.
Then I ask, whoa, what's that wooden thing that you found?
Oh fuck!
A carving of some wind, I guess. Do you want it? I mean...
I would like to cast a spell with it tomorrow.
Alright, you can have it. I just sort of toss it over to him.
Thanks. If it's not the holy symbol, I'll give it back to you.
Alright.
Eric, as soon as the symbol passes hands from Crest into your own hand, you feel a certain inspiration coming from the little statue. You feel an immense hunger come over you. You don't physically feel hungry, but you feel the emotion of being hungry, essentially.
I just put it in my backpack for now.
Okay. Lovely. So do you want to... sorry, I didn't mention that this is in plain view and so on. Sorry, I thought it was obvious, but that's just my bad. Do you want to still, Eric, go in and investigate that water pump system in that case?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So as the rest of the group's kind of idling about investing in the wagon, checking up on the horses and so on, Eric just... Sorry, I'm drinking cola. Eric wanders to the back of the wagon and starts to investigate the left side of the wagon. Around center mass to kind of locate some kind of device. Discord crashed 1 sec. No wonder I wasn't speaking. Oh. Well, yikes.
I'll be right back then as well if we.
Okay.
2 minutes, please.
Okay. Says will be an overseer DM this session and is overly verbal DM session. Oi oi oi.
Well, you know, we're doing investigations at the moment because we want to see what we got.
What we got. That actually does give me a chance. I'm scavenging for pictures of wagons, but nothing satisfies the hunger that I'm looking for.
It's like a pretty big wagon, though, isn't it?
It's a big look. It's a nice, luxurious one. Like the super posh ones are extremely too posh, and then the regular ones are not what this would be. Yeah, I might just take a posh one and just say it's not as posh as this because. Yeah, this one looks nice.
We'll just make it as posh.
Well, it's not. They're traveling peasants. They wouldn't have like a very posh.
Well, yeah, but you said they spent most
Make
of their
them
money
posh.
on wagons.
Essentially, but they wouldn't travel like a noble per se. So that's the issue I'm facing right now. Is Alice back and working with us yet? Let's see here. Oh God, I gotta. It's okay. Alice, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back here. Hello.
Okay.
Oh.
Patrick is away just for a minute as well because he just popped. I think he popped to the toilet or got a drink while you were restarting your Discord. So you will be 2 minutes.
1 second. Did anyone die inside the caravan?
No. So at the start of the encounter, when you were kind of gathering around the right side of the wagon, there are still some people inside. But as the offering to the people and the Windlord was made by crushing the woman's skull, all the followers, the peasants, left the back of the wagon to kind of feed, to fester on the body of the dead woman.
Okay, good. Eric doesn't have to clean the place then.
No problem. Hold on. I do have an image of something that looks like the wagon. The picture is not like 100% canon because I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. So
I really like the one in the Goblin camp. That wagon is really cool.
it's fucking.
That's what we're traveling in, is it?
That's the no.
Can we have like a?
It's like a raid
No.
base
That's
No.
great. I want that kind of wagon.
with 2 horses pulling it.
Well, as you
Yeah.
can, as metagaming as we can get outside right now, as you might notice, it was in the placeholder image for the goblin hideout. So, if you do kill the goblins, they might possess that kind of traveling unit. But that's metagaming, and we don't do metagaming
Right.
here, right, guys? So yeah, hold on. Sorry, I'm
Well,
putting away.
We can't kill them anyway.
I'm
What
putting
wagon
away.
are you speaking about in the Goblin camp? I don't see it. I'm dumb as fuck.
Oh fuck! I love you. Oh fuck! Okay, let me put a. Sorry, I'm just adding a wee image of a wagon onto another page here. So hold on. This is posh enough, I guess. Sure, it's nice enough. And let me pop you over here, guys. Sorry, I'm maybe I'll be ignore the bottom bit. Will be adjusted. Is everyone transferred over?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm back to top bunk.
There's not much space on those bottom bunks, is there?
That's
Right.
your problem.
This music is very relaxing. It's too relaxing.
The bottom ones are probably pull-outs.
Probably. But then there's not much space for them
Unlike Ochan.
to allow.
Okay, so it'll be something on these kind of lines. Obviously, like the gold and stuff on the right wouldn't be there, but it'd be like nice leather, built around with nice wood. It seems like quite a sturdy little beast. So Eric, as you're investigating the left side of the wagon from the inside to locate the device, you do successfully find a panel that is removable, and it might have the mechanism hidden under it. Would you like to pull the plank away? It's quite loose, so
Yes.
lovely. You pull away the plank and you notice just a simple system underneath of just a metal tube with a little bit of a claw mechanism that just blocks the flow. It just seems like it uses gravity with a main tank that makes it be dispensed whenever the little claw system is moved to the left. So that would be from what you can actually see from the mechanism inside. It seems like the bottle itself, the container itself, might be hidden at a different spot, potentially under it. In this case,
I'm gonna, if I cannot destroy anything, and check for the container.
and no problem. We'll still be holding on to this investigation check. You put back the plank and you wander outside of the wagon, traveling underneath it, and you do locate something that looks like a wooden barrel that's kind of attached to another set of floorboards. It seems quite thought out and so on. It seems a fairly complex structure for just a traveling wagon. The barrel itself that's attached to this little metallic tube claw system doesn't seem to be very easy to remove. So investigating the liquid inside might be a little bit more difficult.
Is it large? I mean, was it rational for so much water to come out of it?
Yes. It would be quite reasonable for the amount of liquid to be flowing out that you used to be contained within this barrel. It'd be a fairly big barrel as well. I would say it's about 4 foot tall and quite wide. I can't give you the actual radius of it, but quite large.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go look for a high mound out of view and take one of the bodies there.
Okay, no problem. We can get onto that in the future then. Akara, Achan.
I'm taking the top bunk and I'm just laying on it.
Okay, so you take the top bunk of the wagon as you assert your dominance in the back of the wagon. You can have advantage against any disputes against your ownership of the bunk.
Okay.
Because she called first.
Yes, she called bids. That was her action. That was I'm kind of going over everyone, kind of giving them a first chance of an action of doing everything. Her fucking dibs was on the bed, so she gets advantage against anyone. Yeah,
it's a investigation for the future.
Yeah. Haku, you had your return. Achan, what would you like to do? You just slaughtered all the people of the caravan.
Yeah, I look around a bit dejected, as if I'm like kind of afraid of what I've just done, and I look around for some spirits. Okay.
You enter the back of the wagon. You see Eric to your right, looking at the piles of the bodies a little bit with an intrigued look on his face. Crest just has a dirty old smile on his face because he's so happy with all the coin that he got off these dead corpses. And as you enter the back of the wagon, you see a car laying on atop of one of the bed bunks. She has a shit-eating grin on her face. You feel like you have been defeated morally in the situation of the bedding in this case.
Everyone's getting loot. I'm getting the top bunk. It's the long-term
I only care about the strong alcohol right now.
Actually, I just give him some of the barrel of meat that I'm literally holding. Literally cuddling it.
It would be kind of a big spoon, small spoon situation here, as the barrel that you're kind of sipping on kind of would be like here, and you're kind of just like, embracing it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I take it, appreciate it, Kara. I take a sip, and then I would give it back and ask if we had something stronger, maybe.
When the fuck does my character have deer horns?
Because you're just adorable.
Oh my lord, no.
Does any character respond to Achan's request of some stronger liquor?
There's nothing in the caravan, right?
Nope. And I can continue drinking.
Well, you verbally, what you initially did is you verbally called out.
I know.
So,
but I also look around. That just figuring if there is any then.
Yes, so the first chance was to give someone else a chance to respond, and then you roll your investigation check. Hey.
I like rolling die.
Okay, roll your die. You antisocial dragonborn. You rummage through some of the drawers and so on. They seem to have endless different items that no one would seem to remember a list of. And you do locate a small vial of a liquid that you suspect may be some strong stuff.
I'd like to take a small sip to find out if it's alcohol.
Maybe smell it first.
I think acid. Akara, you kind of have been the eye shot of the Dragonborn, kind of trying to have a sip of a small vial that he just pull out of a random drawer. Do you kind of want to say anything or interact with him, or do you kind of let him just take a shot?
I'm just drinking the mead from the barrel.
Okay.
So I noticed that he's like drinking some random shit from the.
Yeah, you do. He's
He's
mid sip. He's mid sip. You know, he's about to commit.
I just said.
Alchan, roll a percentile check.
Oh, percentile, Jesus, okay.
High, bad, low, good. Simple.
Oh shit!
Your face melts up.
You drop a small droplet of the liquid on your tongue, and instantly you feel the taste of death envelop your body. You instantly lose one sense. You lose your feeling of touch completely. You feel dead, and then immediately after you lose your feel of touch, the poison even spreads deeper into your veins, and you lose your sight. You fall to the ground paralyzed. Have you never experienced such a lack of control in your own body? You feel locked right now. You feel empty.
Our character, what's your fucking kink with paralyzing people, you sick fuck?
I'm into the cast fetish, so that's what I should do with Eric.
Can I make sounds?
Yes, you can make small distinct sounds, so you can generally convey your emotion through your grumblings and your chokings.
Do I still
Can
see?
I breathe?
Do I still see this?
No, you'd be on the right. So this would be happening within the wagon, and you'd be on the right side, still investigating the bodies, getting ready to take your next action that you lined up before Achan.
Okay.
So it just would be Haku and Akara kind of witnessing this case.
Chan, are you okay?
Just on the floor now.
Yes.
We need help.
I'm gonna come up to him and like. What are you trying to say?
You're not blinking, are you okay?
Do I hear this?
I'm gonna
Yes.
pour some like more meat into his mouth.
Roll a Constitution saving for Achan.
Oh, sorry, that one. Second one.
Hey.
Second one. That's a save. The first one wasn't a save though.
Okay, you know.
Doesn't matter. Take the first one
Yeah,
out of
It was either an 18 or a 19.
Yeah, it
it's
makes-
just, you were only one off.
It makes no difference. You, Achan, somehow even in your current state, as you say, you don't feel and you don't see, but you feel like someone's trying to draw on you right now. But surprisingly, well, not even surprisingly, due to the size of your build, you gulp down the liquid that's being poured down your throat quite easily. You have no problem as someone is just dropping just massive amounts of liquid down your throat.
Not a massive amount, Jesus, I'm quite stingy with alcohol.
Well,
Yeah,
Achan's
okay.
Achan's a big lad, right? So you try to give him a big swig, right?
Yeah?
So it would seem like a tsunami in his mouth to him, because obviously he's
What
Sorry,
What are you guys doing here?
Just as confused as you are.
Akara has kind of slowed down her speed of pouring, but you can see that Achan's on the floor uncomfortably laying there as Akara is kind of slowly drip feeding him alcohol.
What? Can I go and do a medicine check on him?
House party! Chug.
Yes,
God.
you can certainly do a medicine check. You can certainly do a check. Well, just going back to how Achan's feeling right now. Imagine feeling like you're drowning, but you can't actually feel the feeling of your throat not being able to contract.
You're being waterboarded?
Essentially, but without the feeling you feel the feeling of like suffocation, but you don't actually feel the feeling of air because you don't feel any like contact. You know, just a little bit of a morbid thought. You're kind of choking by something that you don't even feel. You just feel like you're losing control of your breathing.
Okay,
Anyway.
I eventually pull the alcohol away. I'm not doing anything.
Was that grim enough for you? Eric kind of slowly walks up to the lying dragonborn and feels his body up and down,
Sensual.
exploring all the cavities to make sure they did a proper medicine check on him.
Explode the
Oh no.
fuck, it's a bit graphic.
Cavities or I say cavities or crevices?
Cavities.
I meant crevices. Sorry, not cavities. Cavities a little bit too far.
I can't
Crevices.
even bend over.
Inspector Akara.
Lever
Not
gloves
alright.
inspecting equipped.
So Eric, you can tell that odd chance. Who did we just lose?
Ochan's voice.
Okay. Well, that's actually quite fitting. Well, he can hear us still. So Eric, you find out that he's not feeling too well.
I think I saw this before. He's about to die.
Amazing.
A perfect time to test this new item. And I grab the wooden holy symbol. And I tried to cast through it, lay on hands, and cure poison.
Okay, sorry about that. So you take the holy symbol and you cast lay on hands through the symbol onto him. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Roll a percentile check. Above 50, bad. Below 50, good.
99 incoming.
Oops.
Oh,
That's
my
not
God.
That's not the way forward. Oh God.
Oh lord.
Give it.
Literally the
Wow.
worst roll possible.
Oh yes. Yes, Daddy. Let me open a chat window to Nick.
So, Ochan, do you have a new character prepared?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Smart.
So Nick takes the statue of the carving of the Gustavar and applies it to the chest of Achan. Then he puts both his hands over each other like he'd be doing CPR with the symbol, and he pushes deeply on Achan's chest in this case. Immediately, Eric, the feeling that you experienced earlier of hungerness seems to have completely disappeared, and it seems to have traveled into Achan's body through the symbol. You're feeling completely fine. You can disregard the previous status comment in this case, Eric. Achan, you feel completely perfect, but you feel the urge of consuming human meat.
Who's standing around me, close to me?
Eric, over you.
I look at him, but I feel like I can move again, right? Like I'm fine.
So you're 100% fine. All status debuffs have been removed. You're just perfectly fine, but you only feel the immense hunger for human flesh.
I look at him for a moment and try to take a bite.
Hey, no problem, no need to thank me. Wow, I didn't know!
Roll to attack, roll to attack, roll to attack, roll to attack.
Bite attack.
A bite attack? Does the dragon have a bite attack?
Everyone has a mouth, has a bite
Well,
attack.
oh fuck! I thought we were talking. I remember one of
Breath
them.
is the special one.
Yeah. No, I meant like the dragon. Some of the units, like Albert has the beak attack.
Yeah.
Alright, the lizard hat folk have a bite attack.
Oh, there we go.
See, I'm fucking right. Okay.
Well, you're not good.
Is a bite attack just the same as an unarmed strike?
Pretty much.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Roll a strength throw in that case. Achan. I'm pretty sure that does not hit Eric. So you do miss your bite attack. You try to bite off his face, but Eric kind of backs off a little bit.
What's up, Ocha?
Give me human flesh now.
There's plenty outside. Just go.
Give now. And I tried to take another bite.
I just want to pull out my shield and rapier, but I'm not. That's all. Just pulling them out.
Okay, you're just pulling them out. Okay. This is like the police, right? You just pull out the gun right now, the taser.
Damn, your pullout game is strong.
Oh god, 69 XD. 69. It's funny because it's 69. Anyway, sorry, you missed the attack again.
Flesh now.
The rest
Ojan,
of
you just killed 20 people because they ate human flesh. What are you talking about?
I'm waiting. I'm just like trying to bait Ochan outside.
Well, can I hear this crap now?
Yes. Yeah. You're part of it.
Alright, I just grabbed the little child that was killed and just throw him in the back.
Can I try to catch
It's
it
the
with my
easiest
mouth?
thing I can carry.
Hi, Chris. What's your physical stature? Are you kind of like a strong, bulky, independent male?
No.
Oh, can you do a strength check, please?
Yeet that child into the back of the car.
Yeet!
As this is kind of going on on the right side of the wagon, Crest kind of looks at Achan and looks at the little boy that has been decapitated. Crest thinks it's a hilarious idea to grab the child by the foot and then do a 180-degree spin and throw the body of the child at Achan in this case. He approaches the body, he grabs the leg, he drops his knees a little bit and just get in a bit of position like he's batting with a baseball bat against a ball. He takes his bat of a human child, he looks at Achan, he checks his target, and he swings the body 180 degrees from his right side to his left, and he chucks it in front of Achan. Do you want to do a dexterity check, Achan, to see if you grab it in your mouth?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a
Yeah.
shame.
Hit in
We're
the
gonna have to
face
get
by
him a
it.
muzzle.
Yeah, I gotta get hit in the face.
Yeah, Achan
Fucking
kind of
Babe Ruth that shit.
Achan kind of tries to take a bite midway through the flight of the child's body, but unfortunately he just goes nose first into the stomach of the child, kind of falling over while hugging the body of the decimated child.
Eric, take it outside. No blood in here. Out,
Yeah, that's-
out,
that's
out,
what
I
out,
gobble
out,
down.
out.
I gobble down.
Quick sleep. Does anyone do anything about him gobbling on a human child? Or?
Well, I'll grab the child's head now, and I'll stand at the back, and I'll be like, "Achan, come here, boy, come here." Seeing if I can get his attention.
I look at him and I look at the severed head, and
Immense.
I'm pretty shaken. Like, you can see like how my pupils dilate, and I try to resist the effect. Is that possible? Probably not. No, I run at the head.
No, you can try to resist it. What would it be a wisdom check for character, like being able to?
Is
Would it
he
just be a
possessed?
constitution?
Is he a possessed or
It would be a possession.
a charisma save?
The charisma save with a DC of around 15.
17.
You resist the urge of feeding on more human flesh. In this case, you disregard Crest's little taunts to pull you on. You take a
Why
last
would you do
bite.
this? You're getting blood all over our new home.
Ochen, you're cleaning that out.
I throw up. Can I throw up? Can I make myself
Yeah.
throw up?
Yeah, you can like stick 2 fingers down your throat. Like I won't make. I can't
Outside,
make
outside,
You
outside.
make a. I remember seeing this in fucking Critical Role. Roll a Constitution saving for it to make yourself vomit. So you can't make yourself vomit.
I can't.
You saved.
You save.
Well, I guess I just
You're
jammed
just
like 2
sleeping,
fingers or 2 claws in my throat, and I. How much did I eat? Oh!
Okay, I'm just getting down. I'm like pulling both of them outside the fucking caravan because it's already bloody. Oh my
I'm 400 pounds.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
I'm 400 pounds.
Ochan, do you feel?
Okay, I'm taking my dagger, wrapping the garrote around his
for
throat, and I'm
fuck's
just
sake.
pulling him. But so he's either coming with or he's choking. Come on, this way, now, now.
I stumble out of the car, I guess, of the cart.
Yeah.
I'll grab the body because I don't want it leaking. Any more than
when
it is.
it starts, I just undo the dagger.
Okay, lovely. You undo your leash on.
Kara, are you still carrying the meat?
I've
Yeah,
chucked the body
I
in.
just like throw it down on the pile. Like, ugh.
Like the barrel of meat.
Oh no, I left the barrel on the bed. I'm not gonna take
Okay.
it with me everywhere.
I longingly turn around to the barrel.
No.
And point at it.
Okay, stay, and I'm gonna go get a cup and just fill it up with mead, and eventually bring it back.
Okay.
We do need to make a muzzle though, otherwise this is going to be problematic.
Hey, Ochan, how did it feel? Do you feel stronger while you were eating that body?
I don't really remember. I just felt the urge. I just had to eat human meat. I've never felt something like that before. I feel so dirty.
You feel like something is changing inside of you, Achan. You don't know if it's for the positive or for the negative, but you do feel changes that are happening.
I solemnly look at my own hands while I kneel and don't say anything.
I think we should bring some humans, to go. I mean, I don't think he'll eat me because I'm part snake, but I'd rather not risk it.
I don't want human meat.
Yes, but if you do, I don't want it to be me.
But you're not human. You're a snake.
Yes,
Maybe you like.
but I was originally.
Maybe you like eating goblins.
Don't want to eat goblins either. I want cow and pig. And
Well,
chicken.
just because they're sentient doesn't mean you won't eat them. Wow. You gotta take your things. Yeah, as long as it's not the same species.
Achan, as you kind of stand up and make conversation with your comrades, the flow of air on your skin feels different. Before it just simply felt like just a passive feeling, but now it feels like the wind. The wind makes you feel purpose. It makes you feel like you have to go somewhere with the wind.
Can I do what the man did? Who we just killed? Put a claw in my mouth, and wet it and put it in the air.
Yes, you certainly can. Achan kind of looks. Actually, you can RP this moment yourself. This lazy session for me.
Well, I do just what I described, and I just
be a little more
choose
dramatic. You have to be a little bit more dramatic. Be like, I grab my finger, I put it to my lips.
I wouldn't grab my finger. I put my claw in my mouth and scrape it along the cheeks to make it really wet with saliva, and I pull it out and you see a spit following my finger out, and I put a finger in the air and I wait for a moment and I point and I say, we have to go there. We need to go there.
I just
No.
look like I just look at the other members of my party, a bit worried. Ojan, I
You're
can't
there.
help but notice you're doing the same thing that the guy, the weird Windlord guy did.
No, but I feel we have to follow this breeze to over there.
But this is so sudden, though. That's the first time I hear you say something.
I don't know. It's just we have to go there.
I think you should have a lie down and rest. I mean, obviously the happenings of today got into you.
But we have to like go there right like soon though. Like pretty much now.
Like where?
I point in whatever direction the wind goes. There. Over there, don't you feel it?
What's
You
there
must
though?
feel it too, the breeze. The sense is over there.
I'll put my finger in my mouth and try to do the same.
Hold on. Nick, have you got my
I point west. Wait. Where was the forest? South, right? We went up north to the plains.
Yes. So
I point west, whatever that direction. I don't care. I point west. Whatever is in that direction, we have to go west.
I think that's a great idea. Let's go west.
Yeah, I don't see why not. But
What's west?
So, to give you an idea where Ojan will be pointing in this case, you'd have been the Great Plains you've been traveling from. So, this is the plains themselves. Let me choose a nice color here. So, this color would be your current position. So, the tracks that you're following are going this, so the east. So, he is showing the way back in this case. So, you traveled from the west. But it could have some kind of variation as well. Obviously, it's the wind, so it could have flow. So when it seems like
so
you're
it's backtracking,
essentially, but obviously the wind changes flow, so potentially you could do this, or you never know. Or you could.
but that just seems like a pain in the ass.
Well,
But right now we have to go in this west. I don't probably want to know what west is. Left of the sun direction right now.
Yes.
Can I just try and charm him? It feels like too much of a pain in the ass.
You try to charm him. How would you charm? Oh, like actually. Oh fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I thought you were gonna like actually just try to do like a charisma roll, but you attempt to charm.
Hardcore charm.
Okay, like hardcore charm. You attempt to charm human. You in range it makes it wisdom saving throw. It's a spell, not a cantrip, right?
Yeah, he's using his only spell slot.
Oh my god. So you're casting it, and can you make a saving throw for wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw?
What's the DC on it?
I don't know. Just assuming whatever my
What's
So-
your
Yeah,
what's your
what's your
wis-
DC?
what's your
13.
charisma?
Oh, he rolled a 0, so
Oh.
it doesn't even matter.
Wow!
Achan is completely charmed by you for 1 hour.
Alright. Come on then, Archan. In the
Your
back of the
scales
wagon.
are beautiful. Even prettier than
I'm
mine.
getting back up on my seat, by the way.
Yeah,
My-
right. Let's all pack up and
Can I
head
touch them?
somewhere else. If you want, you can go on your hands and knees and let me sit on your back.
I'd very much like that.
I'd need a comfy chair.
I hope
Oh,
I'm
actually,
comfortable
better.
enough.
You can be my footrest. There are actually comfy chairs in here.
It
Your
says they
scales
regard
on
you
your
as-
feet are beautiful too.
it says they regard you as a friendly acquaintance. I don't think that's something friendly acquaintances do.
Well, you know, he's not being the most productive person, so.
But
he's,
Akira, he's got beautiful feet. I want them on my back.
See? You know, things are going well.
Ochan has a foot fetish, lovely.
Does anyone actually have a heading?
Yeah, that's the thing. What are we doing?
I don't want to follow the wind because it's
By the
fucking
way-
pointless.
Can I just ask you, Chris, please let Ojan sit like a normal person? Just for me, if you can.
He's gonna be my footrest.
Come on, dude. We like took you in, and you're gonna just do that kind of.
Oh my god.
He
this
said
is-
that I was gonna be his slave. Look how the tables have turned.
So fine.
Actually, I've got something. Ochan, go grab a corpse. Yeah, just one. that's
Which
sort of-
one?
A beefier one. And
A
you know, if
beefy
you can,
corpse?
try and wrap it up so there ain't no blood leaking.
I look for the fattest person that we killed.
You find a nice, bloated, fat old man. You can
Right.
see the belly lint in his belly button.
I try to
Grab
pick
some-
it up and hold it. This one?
Yeah, that'll do. Grab some clothes and wrap up all his wounds. I don't want leaks.
One spell slot.
It's worth it because now we don't have to go west.
I think it was pretty well used, though. I mean,
I take off my chainmail and take my shirt, my undershirt, and wrap it around the neck that's missing a head.
Ah,
That'll do. I mean, you could have used the clothes off the dead people, but whatever. You know, if he wants to do that.
Where should I put this?
Is it like... Where's a good spot that we could put it? You know, I don't want to... You know, in the middle of the floor.
Is that your new footrest? I don't want to be replaced.
No, you're still my footrest. Actually, can you steer a wagon? You any good at...
I think I can, yeah.
Alright, well I guess you can do that for us.
Where to, though?
I don't know. Kara, do you have any ideas?
About what?
Heading?
Probably back home.
Back home, is it?
Where we
Where's back home?
back through the forest, obviously. Like, it's not that hard to miss. There's a raised forest. We're going to go back through the raised forest. You can't really miss it.
But home is like far, far away.
Alright, well,
I meant Grandma, you fuck.
stick the corpse in, tuck it up nice in the corner, and start heading back to Greymount.
Someone can go drive the wagon. I'm doing my bed.
Yeah, our Chan's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drive. Are you comfortable, though?
Yeah, I'll be
Sorry.
fine.
Without a footrest?
I'll be alright, don't worry.
Okay.
You're doing
if
me
you
more of
say
a
so.
favour heading that way. Alright, and as we head off, I'm going to start doing a short rest.
okay, lovely.
So, snake person.
So I could get my spell slots back.
Snake person, what's your name?
Cress?
You're named after a plant.
I am called Cress. Leave me at that.
And you just a social butterfly? When did you even get here?
Done. We were in the forest, I was running from the fire. I happened upon you. Totally by coincidence.
Strange thing, that.
I mean, it's turned out for... You know, better. I got to kill some cultists, and I kept the cannibal in check.
Yeah. But just make sure not to charm my group.
Don't worry, I'll only do it on the ones that are problematic.
You can charm yourself.
Nice! Oh, fuck, I think I
Inspiration.
really like
Inspiration.
laughs at
Oof.
You got an inspiration there. That's a taking a shit on his.
Yeah, mate.
God,
Enjoy your
and all I've done
inspiration.
is help this party, and this is how I'm treated.
I don't know, I don't know nothing about you. I can at least trust these other people.
And why's that? You know, you fucking... One of them's turned the other person into a cannibal.
How do you know that?
Because he just
You might
ate a
get some
child that I
cannibalistic
threw at him.
tendencies. You might get some cannibalistic tendencies. What do you know of our party?
Well, we just killed a bunch of cannibals for being cannibals, you know. Unless it's like some gang war thing that I wasn't aware of.
Wow.
Well,
Like, I'm
speaking of
pretty
which,
sure.
welcome to the crypt.
Can I? Okay, I'll break metaphor. I'll break metaphor a minute. You know, you could have used the old man as they kind of had xenophobic tendencies about goblins. You probably could have gotten the fucking.
Well, I was
panky-
gonna try and do that, and then you made him eat someone, and then we ended up killing him.
He only had someone. That's all. Anyway, going back to it, Eric.
No worse than
Slow
Oja.
like watermelon.
What? Easy like watermelon. Squeeze. Eric, while the shenanigans are going on, you'd be able to. You'd only really have to sneak past Haku in this case, to kind of take away one body to put it on a hill. As you did say, you wanted to do it discreetly. You want to maybe do a sneaking check against Haku?
Wait, haven't we
Sure.
already started traveling?
No, they haven't started. You're kind of getting ready to travel now.
Alright.
We're just finishing up some of the actions before.
1 sec.
Would Haku be looking out for something? Not really, just be passive perception, and that thing is.
So that's fine then.
Yeah. Okay, Eric, you kind of notice that the only person that's really kind of outside of the wagon at this stage would be Haku, and you do actually stealthily take one body and drag it away to one of the other hilly spots in the plains. It wouldn't be too far, but out of eyesight. Eye shot, sorry. The funny thing is that even with your trouble with your leg, you seem to actually be a master stealthman. You use your crippled leg to your advantage through the masteries of stealth that you've acquired. Like say, cripple's fucking stealthing away with a fucking corpse.
He's almost not crippled.
Nearly not. We're getting there. Anyway, alright, what do you want to do?
I grab the wooden holy symbol and I look at the body. Do I feel hungry?
No, you don't.
I thought you lost your effects because they went to Archan.
Yes, but he's basically trying to see if he holds the symbol this time and kind of focus on it if the desire kind of comes back.
Alright.
And no, you stare at the body for a long while just to reassure yourself that you are back to normal. And it does seem like this desire this emotional hunger that you had kind of got fulfilled and disappeared from your body, even when you hold the symbol close and try to focus through it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the body there
Mhm.
and go back to the wagon and begin to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
No problem. How many fucking spell slots do you have? No, it's a ritual. I'm sorry. I forgot about your class. Whatever, it's okay. What's the ritual time? 1 minute, 10 minutes? I forgot.
10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay,
That's a
cool.
bit 3.
Long ritual.
Well, it's just the 6 seconds. Why?
Well, it's normally 6 seconds, and then if it's a ritual, you add 10 minutes, so that's why it's.
Is that how it is?
Okay. So you start, you kind of slap squat down,
In the cart, if possible.
Yeah,
Oh, in the
I want
car.
to sort of get going. I've only got an hour of this charm.
Okay.
Have we even searched the caravan?
Not necessarily yet.
We can do it whilst we're on the
Can I
road.
spend some time searching the caravan?
In a minute.
Oh.
So Eric, you slap squat in one of the corners of the wagon on the back. So guys, before Ochan kind of speeds off, do you want to do any final actions and so on?
No.
Eric, Ochan, and Haku, do you want me to do anything, or are you?
I just would get going if no one else would do something. I don't know which direction, just
West.
straight.
I'm waiting for my ritual.
Waiting for ritual, and Haku.
I mean, at what point in the story are we? I thought we were getting started.
Yeah,
Going to first investigate everything and then go.
Well, no. Do you have any last actions before you kind of get on the wagon and start driving off?
Sure, I smell the air. How does it smell?
It smells putrid. It smells like a bloodbath just took place in this location. The feel of the eyes don't match the feel of the nose.
I just get it.
What
What is there to say?
about the What about the bodies?
Didn't I like take care of them? Or...
Well, okay. Actually, I'm sorry, I forgot. You did get persuaded by Eric just to leave them and be happy. Okay, cool. And I just liked your like a little ceremony of the burning the bodies, but it's okay.
Well, I did like it too, but I was told that it's better not to.
Okay. You get on you get onto the back of the wagon, Haku, and everyone kind of piles in. Akara kind of accompanied by her barrel of mead, comfortably sitting on the tub, the top bed bunk in this case. You can read in her face that she's in her own world, but it does look like she's keeping a little bit of an eye on what you're doing. As she whispers, "I see all." No, I'm joking.
That's creepy.
Achan kind of gets ready to whip the horses and start traveling. So we haven't mentioned, is the bull-headed chicken and Cyrus in this?
Huh? Yeah, I forgot I wasn't actually Discord crashed, so you probably weren't hearing me talking. I said I was gonna put Muldaf into the thing and leash Cyrus up to the front. So there's two horses in Cyrus.
Oh, I guess they do match in movement speed.
I mean, it's not a speed wagon, like, jeez.
Yeah, for Speedwagon, that's a JoJo reference. Anyways. Sorry. I entertained myself.
Just because you love JoJo references, I'll get time stopped for you.
It's okay. Achan, can you do the honors of whipping the two donkeys? The two horses and Cyrus?
I whip him hard, and I whip him so I go straight forward because I still don't know which direction I'm actually going. I just want him to run.
Yeah. The horses go.
Yep.
Oh no, they retarded.
Cyrus kind of trying to keep up with the other two horses.
Fiona just as fast as them.
Yeah, but it's a fucking donkey, okay? A donkey wouldn't have it wouldn't be able to carry as much. It wouldn't have as much push force. At least I hope it doesn't. Compared to a horse, so he would struggle a little bit with obviously the power that he's kind of dragging along. But he generally seems very content with his existence. He seems like he found a place.
Well, I mean, it's probably better than what he's been through so far. I mean, he's been sent into a cave, dragged a turtle through a cave whilst getting chased by a bunch of, like, rust monsters. He's been in a forest fire, brawls.
Was kidnapped.
Yeah, like,
Then was randomly saddled and
That's
made
a
over.
Stockholm syndrome for his...
The donkey, Cyrus might be experiencing Stockholm syndrome after all the adventures that he's been through with this group of people.
But he's still alive.
We'll keep him well.
The goblin donkey squad assassins, the assassin squad.
It's the first time we get attacked by something that does area of effect damage. He's dead. Like a dragon breath or something, he's not coming back from.
Okay. So, Achan whips the horses. Yeah.
Yep.
You're enjoying that too much. Anyway, you start driving off into any direction. Can we get a perception check on everyone except Achan?
We'll have to check that he's going in the right fucking way.
Well, actually, Eric and Haku, Eric's is God. We can disregard some of them, but it's okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm concentrating on my ritual.
Yeah. I called everyone, but then I realized that you were doing your ritual.
Have I finished my barrel of mead?
No, you're not dead yet.
You underestimate my power?
Don't try it!
Look at the picture. That's what you're just going to look like Just lying on the bed with a fucking your stomach.
That's literally me, by the way. That's literally how I'm imagining my character position, just spooning the meat.
I know, but it's
But that's a pretty big keg, though.
yeah, but the thing is, by the time the barrel's done, you'll just push it onto the floor, and it will be the same.
Yeah.
Wait, we can just
I
remove.
have become
We
the
can-
king.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Oh no, she's retarded.
Where am I hiding?
Oh fuck. Oh, that's a very interesting
a
quote.
face-
Apparently, I now
face
use
of that.
antennas to see you all.
The tiefling turns into a snail man. Anyway, oh god. Chris, you noticed that Achan. Did you? Okay, so I met out because I wasn't listening to that part. Did you actually give Achan instructions exactly where to go?
Well, I said we were going back to the whatever.
Oh, okay. So Achan was just stupid. Chris, you noticed that Achan doesn't seem to have remembered your instructions, and he's driving off into a
I
completely
remember
different
the
direction.
instructions, but where would I know where that is?
Because there's a big forest that's being burnt down.
Nah, I'm stupid.
Right then, come on, you dope.
It would be. Yeah. Achan kind of does a 180-degree turn, and as he finishes his 180-degree turn with the wagon, he feels content again. He feels like he's going with the flow of the wind. At the same time, he feels the happiness of fulfilling the person that he's charmed by the wish.
His
You know.
master's desire.
I wasn't trying to be too kinky there, Clyde. Chill out. Anyway,
He's charmed. He'll do whatever I say.
anyway.
I mean, that's not true.
Yeah, no, but
That's suggestion, not jump person.
it's good enough.
Something I'm getting.
I'm not going to tell him to fucking kill himself. I need him. He's a useful tool.
Wait, there's a noose.
What happened?
I've probably drank so much that I've shrunk.
Right.
Shriveled up.
When I said that my character's 5'5", I didn't mean that.
It's actually a really big bed, though, so it's fine.
This is all my territory. Be gone.
Okay. So your casting time finishes. In this case, Eric, after traveling for the allocated time of 10 minutes and 6 seconds, or something in those lines. And you detect magic goes off on Achan. You feel a similar style of enhancement magic coming from him that came from the massive unit earlier last session. The old man.
Would I So I know that the Wind Lord is a god or a demigod.
You know that he is a lesser god, so more of a demigod in this case.
And would I know if he looks like an elemental?
Yes, you would know that. His form would resemble from your information that he would look like the elemental in this case.
Okay. I go and try to find somewhere in the wagon to do a long rest.
Okay. So you're gonna have to find. So there is one bed here. There's one bed here. There's a double bed under as well, and one person can sleep on the bench. So what essentially has happened is Akara has taken both of the spots upstairs, and there's 2 spots downstairs, and there's the bench that you can sleep on.
I love the bench. I ain't no gay. I ain't sleeping with 2 other men. No
Oh
way.
my god. Anyway, okay. The bench is taken, so you have the 2 spots under Akara open for your choice.
Good luck with the cannibal.
I'm sleeping on the left.
So no. It would be there's a deeper bed. There's a bed here on and there's an outer bed underneath it.
Um,
So you can't sleep this way. You can only sleep this way.
okay, then the upper one.
The deeper one or the closer one?
The deeper one.
The deeper. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna take my dagger and just carve my name into like the wooden framework.
It was. That's my own initials. I just fucking went full retard, guys. Ignore that. There.
There are only so many Chris's in the world.
I think my name, Christian, and then my second name are very, very unique. And anyway, going back to it, Eric kind of huddles inside into the under bed bunk that's deeper inside in this case. He kind of hides away and just nuzzles in.
Guys, I didn't sleep for 2 nights. Good night.
Isn't it like midday?
So I'll have to find this. I will be honest with you, I haven't checked the actual time from the last session. So
I'm pretty sure we just had lunch, didn't we?
I
Is that when they ate that guy?
XD lunch. Fuck. Sorry about this interruption.
Quick, while he's sleeping, wait, who's sleeping?
Eric
The
is.
last numbers you put in chat were 12, 16, 28. But I'm pretty sure unless you add enough damage.
Yeah, I'll have to go deeper in the chat. You can RP what's going on. I'll find out what exact time it is because that's a little bit important as well.
But I don't know what's going on, so it's gonna
so-
happen.
So what's going on? You've noticed that the lizard man has taken a left spot on the bench to himself. You notice that Akara's enjoying herself with the mead, and you notice that Eric has gone to a deep sleep on the under bed, on the under bunk.
So,
That's
there's just like 3 spots in there.
So there's 2 spots on top, but Akara's occupying both of them.
I mean, are they actually separate beds or are they?
No, it's like this. It's like this. You see, there's one body pillow here. Body pillow, fuck me. And there's a second one.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, just fucking.
Freudian
The inner
slip.
weave is coming out, Panda.
Degenerate, just my inner degenerate just popped out. It's okay.
Bad impression.
Everyone has to put degenerate. So the outer bottom one would be free, and then you can maybe try to haggle with Akara to gain one of the 2 top bed bunks. So, or you can. There's also like a fucking spot here to chill.
But is it like nighttime then?
I'll find out. I wanted to get you into RP.
6 o'clock. 6 p.m.
Well, 6.
How's Eric's foot looking, by the way?
It's looking okay. It seems like it is healing up a lot per day. It just seems like he maybe needs 2 more long rests before he's up to a full working cycle.
God. It would have been faster to get him healed.
He's not sleeping in his armor, is he? Like he's taking all that off and like just wearing.
He
the
doesn't
stuff.
wear any.
I don't wear armor.
We've
Okay,
been through
good.
this.
While he's sleeping, I just want to lean over and with my disguise kit with like the makeup and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I just want to make his foot look like it's really fucking mangled again.
You know that Haku will see this and Press will see this as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what?
Okay. You take out the disguise and then you start to apply makeup onto his foot. Haku and Crest notice that you're applying an awful lot of red onto his foot.
I have to go over and like, shh. It's for his own good.
If he wants to,
PCs? Just
gills will be gills. I say we leave them. Otherwise, they'll eat you. I mean, that's what I've had to deal with. I did have 3 siblings. They pissed off my mum.
Shouldn't she roll a stealth check
That's my
on an
fucked up family.
advantage or something?
But she's not hiding it.
No, from me. I mean, maybe I wake up if she's touching me. I don't know.
Oh,
The gentle touch.
a sleight of hand against your passive perception?
Is it advantage because he's sleeping?
Yeah. Well, you fuck him up anyway.
Thank God I have +5 to sleight of hand.
Should have given a harder one. It's okay. No, you're masterfully painting that. You're applying the paint onto his foot. He doesn't wake up, unfortunately.
Any details you think we should add, you two?
Hello, PCs.
Yeah.
Hello.
Any details we should add to him before, he wakes up and sees his foot?
I don't know, because it'd be a bit unrealistic if all of a sudden a gash opened. I mean, if you just make it a little bit mangled, it'd probably be alright.
Fine.
Haku, do you have
But,
any?
you can't just make a total.
How realistic is the makeup that she's applying?
Oh. Well, I'll take the sleight of hand check as well for the detail. It looks pretty damn good.
This is my trade. Of course, I'm really good at it.
I mean, you might as well do it like that. Or if you want, on the sole of his foot, you can sign it, because you'll never see it. Just sign it so you know.
I don't know what he does with the soles of his feet.
Fucking Woody.
Yeah, fucking.
To be honest, this party is basically just your property. I mean, you get awfully defensive when I charm one of them.
Whoa, I was doing that because you're messing with their free will.
It's either that or be eaten, and I don't fancy being eaten.
You're not gonna be eaten.
How do you know?
You're worrying too much.
Well, life is important to me.
So is it with everyone, but they're not gonna eat you just because they have a craving for human meat once.
Don't really trust you, but sure. If that's what you say, when the charm runs out, we'll leave him. And then if he goes to eat something, I'm going to charm him.
Haku, you are aware you're in earshot of this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Anyway, where are you even from? Because I know you said you're from a forest, but that's not really helping us. Do you live in a forest or?
No, I was
burn
just,
down your house?
wandering around a bit, trying to kill something. Please, my lord. And I happened to be in the forest, as it was on fire. I mean, I did see a pretty burnt up corpse, next to a tree as I was on my way, but...
What were you doing there, though?
Well, like I said, I was hunting things.
Hunting, it's just for game.
Hunting because I needed to. If you offer your souls up to your lord, he gets happy. He gives you a couple nice seeds.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you a religious man?
Kinda. He gives me power in exchange for...
Did you just say you offered the souls to your lord?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What? I get powerful.
What?
They're dead. My lord is
and then they go to through astral sea or some shit, and then live on. What do you mean you offer them to your god? What the fuck?
Well, I wouldn't say god. Closer to demon, but...
Well, that doesn't sound any better, honest.
That's the terminology we don't use here, thank you.
Yeah, I go with lord. It's nicer.
Okay, and what, he eats them? Is that...
Well, no. Slaves are, hard to come by nowadays. So... manual labor is handy.
As the conversation is getting a little bit more heated, you can overhear what's going on in the back of the wagon, and you can kind of...
Imagine someone
drop it upon him.
your soul as a slave, Brett. How would you...
Get off his back! He's my friend!
Shut up!
I'm pretty sure my soul's already been sold, to be honest. Power's power.
That's just wrong, though.
Well, if it's wrong, why can I do it?
That
Who's your lord? Who's the one you're feeding?
I'd rather not say, to be honest. You're not taking this very well.
No, I'm really not.
Well, I'd say that's probably about enough about me.
I want to know.
Closes PDF.
We're interested. We're interested in this random person who's now in the back of our wagon with us.
Well, you didn't have to bring me along, did you?
I mean, we didn't say you could come along. You just sort of walk with us to begin with.
Military might is handy.
We've got 2 knuckleheads for that to begin with.
Yeah, I know. I needed the military might, not you.
And what are you offering to us in exchange for us keeping you safe?
Someone to talk to. Like you said, you've got 2 meeting.
True,
I'm
but I
talking
also
about-
have Haku here.
Yeah, but he's
Haku's
more of a
nice.
religious nut than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfair, though. Like, religious... I don't really care what you believe in, Chris, but if you actually fucking sacrifice people's,
Hey,
souls...
I don't go around committing no rituals or crap.
Yeah,
They just,
okay, so how does it work then?
I kill them, and their souls do a little dive down to the pit.
So you have to be the one that kills them.
More or less. As long as it's by one of my Lord's spells, they go down. What's the point in giving me power if he gets nothing out of it? There's always a catch.
Well, good to know then.
And you'd happily take that catch just for a bit of power?
Well, yeah. I didn't necessarily do the deal. It was more a family thing, but, I might as well make use of it. Once a family member does something, you stick to it.
I mean, I can understand that, but that's a bit, over the top.
Meh. That's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
A strange saying I've never heard.
You've never had a cookie before?
What is a cookie?
Oh, they're lovely.
Do you have one on you?
No. My mother made great cookies.
Can you make
Yeah.
cookies?
Maybe.
I'm sorry about that. It's like, maybe, I'll see. When next session.
Okay, if you can make us some cookies, we'll consider having you with us along. Think of it as your rite of passage.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone needs to pull their weight around here.
What? I pulled my weight. Maybe. I don't really know. I don't feel like... I don't know. I've been a voice of reason so far.
Really? I don't think shooting fire at someone is a voice of reason, but okay.
I wasn't the one that started the fight.
I'd say you're, if anything, a voice of your own agenda, so...
Reason and agenda, they go hand in hand.
I see, so whatever you think is reasonable is reasonable. That's convenient.
Achan, as you're driving, can you roll a perception check, please?
Sure.
Oh man.
Fuck. So going for a 10. It's okay. And you notice coming up in front of you, there's a body of a young boy lying on the Great Plains. He seems to be losing a lot of blood. He's right on the way that you're going through right now. How do you wanna approach Achan?
Slow down, horses. Guys, there's a body here. I scream at the group in the back.
Let me see.
Can I look out for the doors or window or whatever?
Yeah, you can look for the like window bit that you can enter through from the front side as well. Let me see here. Is there can you roll an animal handling check as well for me, Achan, for how well you handle the big boys? I'm happy.
But is that animal handling? Because I am proficient in land vehicle driving, you know.
Yeah.
Would it come?
I'm just asking because that would be part of like driving it, right?
It would. What's the proficiency for it? 2 or 4?
What stat is it based on? The driving of carts or?
I would assume that most vehicles would be animal driven, so that's why I'm rolling for.
I see. Okay, so that would be like +2 then, I guess.
I think a +2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems correct. Eric? Sorry, Pavel? Does that seem correct?
I'm not. I really don't know by heart what the land vehicles, but you can just add the proficiency, and it should be fine.
Too.
So 9.
Yeah, so it's.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've got -1 in animal handling, so it's 8.
Well, it is already.
It's already taken away the 1.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay, 9. Okay.
Okay, yeah, right.
You kind of you do stop the horses in not the most graceful manner. Eric kind of experiences a little bit of a bump and kind of wakes through a little bit through his long rest. Being just 10 minutes into it in this case, well, around more like 20 minutes into it, my bad. So like 6:20. You kind of wake up experiencing a bump. Someone kind of shook you up, and you fell back on your body, waking you up. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to sleep, or do you want to investigate what's going on? It did seem a little bit abrupt.
Fuck it, don't investigate. I'm never gonna get a long rest. Do I notice my foot? Because I cannot feel anything.
No, you really wouldn't. You really wouldn't check your foot. You just went to sleep recently. Anyway, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't notice that you're kind of like in the dark of the under bed, so you wouldn't notice it just yet, unfortunately. But
I get up. What's the commotion? Why did we stop?
I have no idea. Ask the idiot driving.
Ochan, did you found a dead body outside or what?
I don't know if it's dead, but it's bleeding a lot, and it's small like a child, but it could just be a really small person too.
It's okay, I'm gonna go check it. I know nothing will go wrong.
Yeah, this totally isn't a trap.
I'm going
Ochan.
out. I'm going outside.
Yeah,
You're still charmed, aren't you? It's only
yeah,
been
for
like
half an hour.
yeah, out of character, yeah, I'm still charmed.
Out of character, I am still charmed.
What are the chances of the horses running away if I get him to just get off? The cart stopped in it, so they won't go anywhere.
It wouldn't. They seem quite well tamed, so they wouldn't run away.
I'm tempted to send him over, but at the same time, I don't really want to risk the horses going ape when no one's on it. So, actually, no, Ochan, just stay there.
I will stay here.
Keep him steady.
We'll keep him steady. Mm-hmm.
Job's done.
What's steady?
The horses.
How do you keep horses steady? They have 4 feet.
Just don't let them run away.
But they're like bound to the cart. How would they run away? We would come with them.
Yes, but we would also leave people behind.
So get on the cart then.
Sure. I might just fuck it, get off and go level up.
Okay. I guess I get off the cart and follow Eric to the body.
Lovely.
Yeah, at this point I also go to the body because fucking hell.
You gotta help them pass on, Hacker, right?
I'm gonna see if they're dead first.
this whole like the undead cleric thing for you, it just seems like, oh, you're dead, right? See you later, alligator. Like, oh, you're not dead yet. You know, you're fine.
I mean, I don't have any healing spells, so can't really stop the death.
While I'm approaching the child at 60 feet, I'm gonna cast I forgot the name, the one that detects creatures.
Divine Sense?
Divine Sense, yeah.
Oh, I'll try hard. Fuck.
Oh man.
Actually, you know what? I'll even. Sorry, I'm getting sure. Anyway, while Eric and Ochan kind of both go to investigate, Eric leading both of them. Does one of the Akara, do you want to do anything, or do you kind of just want to die with this barrel of mead? Do you want to encompass?
I'm not dying. I'm just gonna drink it.
But yeah, okay. You're gonna partake in. Okay.
In ritualistic
Wait,
suicide.
Ritualistic.
I did tell you specifically that there will be no Constitution saving for this barrel of mead, as it's extremely much more. It has a lot more volume compared to your body, so you're gonna be completely like wiped out after finishing it. So
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll like bring it outside with me while I'm drinking. Just like carrying it around in like both hands.
Just like you are in this picture, that basically is that.
Yeah, pretty much walking out like that. Like, what's up, my dude?
What's going on here? So you outside you find a piece of grass.
So Kush, who put it out there?
Kush. No. You divine sense, Eric. You sense nothing. Nothing will fit these criteria. It just seems like just a normal human in this case. From your device sense. It doesn't seem like anything extremely unique or spectacular, like a fiend or so on. Can you please not draw over my little face, please? Thank you. Do you want to continue approaching in that case, Eric?
Yes.
Okay. Lovely.
Is this like open field?
Yeah, so you're still in the Great Plains in this case. You've only been traveling for about half an hour.
Okay, I'm approaching.
So you approach and you see a boy on the grassy fields. He's quite young, and he's missing both of his arms in this case.
Wait, both of his arms?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
That's fucking Slender Man. No matter what you tell me, that's Slender Man.
No, so no, he has an X, an X, an X.
X is for eyes. Oh, that's never a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a medical check to see if that he's dead.
But he's not dead. He's not dead per se yet.
But what are those legs? Like, where does his torso?
Just likes to wear his trousers really high up.
Are they feet?
The shoes.
Those aren't hands. They're fucking fireballs.
He's a firebender.
This is the final boss, guys, of the campaign. A clown mecha that dispews magma from its little hand cannons.
You killed my brother who served the wind. Now it's time to taste the flame.
Okay. So we have. You
What
see
is
this?
with you and hands?
What do you mean? They're beautiful.
Look at them.
Have you ever seen any though?
It looks like someone's had a rolling pin. Just roll them out.
You approach the body of the child. He seems like he's just on the brink, holding on to his last breaths of life. You can see that both of his hands have been chopped off, and they seem to be mutilated. They seem to be flattened by something. How do you behave? How do you act, Achan, Haku, and Ularic? Okay, you're also there with the fucking alien.
Are his hands disconnected from his body?
Yes.
He's fucking dead. Let's leave him.
And
Do I
he's like,
still have a hunger for flesh?
How well did you roll on the?
pretty well.
It was a
On
nice
what?
Wisdom.
on the
Wisdom
constitution.
was a zero.
The last one he did was.
Oh, it was a wisdom.
23.
It was a wisdom. It was a wisdom. Oh no, so you did well. No, you don't feel the hunger yet.
What?
Can I like make a medicine check to see if he's? I mean, obviously he's not. He doesn't look to me like you can save him, but
Okay.
I'm trying to assist him.
Okay. Go on.
I'm going to, in game, I'm trying to figure out if he can be saved. Actually, even though from your picture it doesn't seem.
Okay. You do figure out that you could potentially go about saving this young boy's life with just enough creative thinking on your side here. How would you like to approach?
I guess I'll take some like cloth and try to. I don't know. I would try to maybe like very tightly tie.
Let's imbue the cloth in the sprinkling water. Maybe it will disinfect the wounds, even
Okay.
if it will hurt a little at the start.
So we can make like how would you call it? But just to stem the bleeding. Bit of cloth wet from the acid water.
Yeah.
And then like tie a rope around maybe his ends of his stump so that he doesn't bleed out. To like put some pressure.
With,
On,
with these size of wounds, it might require some more brutal thinking of fixing the issue that.
Oh, I know. We saw his wrists together, so he doesn't. Is that kind of creative you want?
Yeah, that's creative enough. Achan, as you have experienced real life combat in your background, would you have any recommendation how to potentially maybe assist Haku with getting this man to a stable position? Haku has told you about the idea of the cleaning rags with the acid and so on, alongside Eric. Would you have anything to add?
Burn the stumps or he's gonna bleed out.
Okay. Do you have fire? We have torches.
It's called a torch.
Okay. I'm going into Akara's bag and take a torch out of it.
Okay. You take a.
You're going into the bag that I have on my back.
Eric slowly approaches your bag on your back. Clearly
What are you doing?
Can I stealthily take it from her?
To be stealthy, you have to not be a giant lumbering thing that's taller than I am.
It would be like we can roll for if you can roll a natural 20, you can succeed, I guess. It's like
okay, challenge accept.
Sure, roll for everything else.
Fuck.
You
Okay.
fail. She catches you.
Come on, Akara, the poor boy is gonna die. Have a heart.
I walk over to Cyrus and take a torch out of his bag.
Thank you. I always knew you were nice. And I take the torch.
Okay, so now you have the torch, and I believe you have a tinderbox as well.
Yes. Because I have cooking stood, so yes, I can use the
Okay.
torch with that. So
Lovely.
I light the torch on fire and I don't know. Do you want to try it, Haku? I'm not very good at this.
Sure, do you want to help?
Yeah, of course. I'll hold up the boy. You just burn him up.
Yeah, maybe put something in his mouth in case he like the pain wakes him up or.
How about his hand?
We put this hand in his mouth. That's what we're doing now. He doesn't need them anymore. Hopefully he doesn't bite his finger off and swallow it.
I still have my walking stick, probably.
Actually, can I see if he has
Yeah.
any symbols of the Windlord on before we actually save him? Because then it turns out he's actually a follower of the Windlord. We have to kill him anyway. So waste of time.
Why do you have such a prejudice against the Windlord followers? Okay. You can roll an investigation check to give him a quick pat down.
Why is the music so sad for him? I don't think I see anything.
You don't see anything.
I try to heal him, with the burning of his flesh.
I put the walking stick in his mouth.
Nice.
Okay. And let's roll a percentile check for the young boy and see if that's higher. Give me an 80 plus, please. The boy, as you singe one of his stumps with the torch, he bites down on the wood. You can hear the visceral crack of his teeth actually breaking and crunching on the wooden stick. The agony seems to be a lot more than his tiny little frame can actually experience and take on.
Now the second one.
Wait, I have a.
Oh fuck! Too real.
So the first stump is done, and then. Sorry, go on.
I mean, I wiped the sweat off my brow.
You prepare to singe the other end. How does the group react to Haku kind of just singeing in the young boys?
I'm very calmly helping him.
Yeah, I feel.
I gotta say, fellas, this is pretty fucked up.
Holding her keg in front of.
Well, you seem to have your hands pretty full, so I turn around.
When you zoom out the picture and then you look to the left, just the fucking big keg.
Just like, hey guys, that's fucked up.
Oh fuck! Hey, that's pretty fucked up.
That should be a meme. Jeez.
You. And what would your reaction be, Crest, in this case? Oh, you don't see it because you're fucking whatever. You're a fucking loner. You're a wee fucking loner. You're the outside of the group because you fucking died. It's okay. Anyway, whatever. So you take the torch and you approach the second missing hand. Well, it's like the missing stump. And you brace yourself for impact as the boy kind of musters a smile at you, Haku in this case. He knows that you're doing what you can, but at the same time you can see the despair beyond his eyeballs. You feel like you can see into his soul at that moment.
He has like 20 wisdom, dude.
You feel connected to this little boy at this moment. This moment of singeing his stubs seems to have brought you a lot closer to this young fragile boy. And you go in for the second singe.
It seems that even his legs got like more normal as time goes.
As
Pretty
time
fucked up.
Wait, now the blood's able to go down to him now, so they're not all shriveled up.
I see.
You know, it's just been pumping out his arms, so all his legs have shriveled up.
Just a balloon of skin.
Yeah.
So pretty fucked up right now. But he did seem to stabilize after you cinched his two little stumps. He's passed out.
How heavy is he?
I'm wrapping his stumps in the water.
Hey guys, that was pretty fucked up. Anyway, yeah, you play the bandaging.
Do you say that was pretty fucked up because we
No, it was
cauterized his wounds?
no, it was smart. No.
I'm gonna turn to Eric and say thank you.
No problem. I would have done it for anyone.
You bandage up the young boy's wounds.
So, are we leaving him here or are we taking him with us?
I mean, if we leave him here, he might as well just die right now.
Okay, let's just take him. We can put him with in Akara's bed because he's a big
No.
bed anyway.
I think that's a great idea, actually.
No.
I think we
He's having
should.
one of your beds. He's having one of your beds.
I think we should vote for this.
Okay.
Who's for Akara's bed? Press 1.
I'm not having a say in this because I'm not actually there.
Okay, I gave you the torch about me who wouldn't have been alive.
Yeah.
Can I yell?
But we have to take the responsibility for saving his life. So.
Which means I get more delegations in this vote, so I choose no, so therefore I win.
Can I yell back to Cress and ask him what he's thinking?
Yeah, you certainly can. You can RP that out if you like.
Okay, good. I thought he's just too far away that I have to roll for something. Okay. Cress, my best friend, what do you think we should do?
Listen to Akara. She's in charge, but I'm not there.
Guys, I think we should listen to Cress who said we should listen to Akara.
Transfer priority.
Well, you know, she's the smartest of the group when I'm not around. Well, actually, even when I'm around.
He can sleep on my bed. I'll sleep with him.
Fine, I'll sleep with him. It's very noble of you, Eric.
The paladin has something called lay on hands. Okay. Paladin.
It has
The
cooldown.
paladin definitely has something.
The paladin be laying hands on the young boy, on the bunk.
I mean, he's lucky that his stumps are where they are. I mean, could have been worse.
Odshan, when you look at the frail body of the young boy, the stumps of the flesh that was just burnt in the torch, it looks succulent to you. It mesmerizes you with its
Let's not trundle on
juicy texture.
It doesn't. I resist. Honestly, cannibalism is too much. I can't do it.
Oh my god!
I honestly can't.
Have I actually fucking broken you by accident?
No, you haven't, but I resist it with all I can. Like, even if I have to roll for it, I try to resist.
Charm interact.
I go to
Yes.
Ochan and I ask him, Ochan, I think you were charmed. I detect the charm on you from 2 different places. I have a couple of proposals, if you want. Tomorrow.
Pulls away.
Well, I can make tomorrow some holy water. Maybe you'll drink it and maybe you'll get better. I don't know. The second proposal, if you can pick one of the gods that I'm serving, and maybe if you serve him, you're gonna get rid of the Wind Lord. And the last proposal, I can just give you like a 10-minute blessing that will keep you a little stronger, but won't do much on the long term.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm a Dragonborn. I only serve the gods.
Which one?
Well, the dragons, obviously.
Insert placeholder dragon name here in this case.
Dovahkiin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, If we get lots of silver powder, I can do a ceremony for Dovahkiin, and you can worship him officially.
Well,
I can go
Dovahkiin
25
isn't a
gold.
god. Dovahkiin is just a dragon. We Dragonborn serve the dragons.
Okay, fine. Well, good luck then. How about the holy water, though?
If you think it helps, I'll drink it.
I mean, in the worst case, you will feel a burning sense of divinity in your stomach.
Right.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, let's try that.
The conversation with Eric calmed down Odshan's urge just a little bit, resetting him back to his passivity. But he does give it one final glance before he gets back on the front row of the wagon to lead the horses. So are we transporting the little boy into the under bed bunk with the paladin? Okay. Who does it?
I mean, I'll try to like pick him up, and if I'm too weak, I'll like look for help to Eric.
Well, Eric's a little bit of a cripple, but you can both kind of fit him on into Eric's bed with no kind of major issues. Akara, do you have anything to add? As the little boy is being carried away by
No.
the priest and the paladin.
Don't convert him, and he's not a choir boy. Keep it clean.
Shush, demon, devil.
Could you just call me a demon?
No, I
I
can't.
thought so.
As your little conversation with Akara ends, you stow the little boy away on the
In a barrel.
For eating for later for Oja.
You're such a bitch.
Pickled little boy.
Pickle him.
Now without hands.
Out of meta, is anyone thinking about picking up the arms, or are those arms just those hands?
We can get some like cool little blades that attach to his nub.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing actually. Like
I was thinking about hooks, but
yeah, hooks or maybe like a spike for stabbing or like picking up thing.
We fucking like
A stubby mechanic lever.
We'll get some interchangeable hands or something. He sticks around.
As you lay him down into your bed, Eric, with the assist of Haku, he looks at both of you and he says, "My name's Nathan," and he passes back into unconsciousness.
well, I go hopefully finish my long rest. The fourth time is the charm.
Oh man, I feel you. Oh god.
So it is. We're reaching the 2-hour point. So let's clean this up. Oddchan's in the front of the wagon. Eric has began his long rest as a paladin alongside the young boy. And then Haku, you're at the back of the wagon with Cress and Akara being on the top bed bunk, just romancing the barrel of mead.
I'm gonna like do a little incantation on my bed, like tracing the bed, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Lovely, so you've gotten your long rest. Haku, Oddchan, and Cress, what do you want to do?
I'm still doing my short rest for the time being.
Well, I guess get back on the cart and start driving again.
Ruko?
I'll just say, I place a spell on my bed. If you touch it, it's gonna hurt, so don't. And I'm gonna go to bed.
Lovely. So, what about you, Hacker? In this case, how would you? What do you do as your final action in this case?
I just contemplate life. And I look like suspiciously, I guess. How would you call it?
Suspiciously.
It's just
Suspiciously.
at Cress, like from time, just not quite sure what to make of it.
Lovely. So this would really wrap up our PR mini session. How was it, guys? Pretty.
It's okay, I know a bit more about the people I'm with. Or the main lead, Cloud.
Well, yeah, just me. I was the only one interrogated.
Because you're new.
You're the new person. Of course I'm gonna interrogate you. I wasn't there when you ran into us. I was like in Daydreamland. Or that character I was still sleeping.
I mean, unfortunate thing about like having a conversation in 5 people was that 2 people wasn't a part of a conversation. Eric was trying to sleep. Ochan got charmed and kicked out of the room. So.
Well, at least he's, steering us in the right direction for
All
now.
it's taking is 150 XP and I'll have like charm person but 10 times better.
Can I get some XP for cringy RPing, please?
50 RP XP per person. Bane.
Yeah. You
Bane.
really don't want to give us this.
Yes. This is still a bit of a dick tease, essentially. Because like next session, like I'm 99% sure you're gonna all reach level 3.
I'll take the 50 too.
How much XP did we get from our session?
350.
350, is it?
Yeah, exactly. You start at 250, so you have 600. And then
We're at 821 XP right now.
350 we got. So 760.
Oh god, is everyone's calculating?
770 plus 50.
This gloomy music makes me fucking depressed. Holy shit.
Right?
Where is it from though? Like I recognize it somehow.
It's just a sad violin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a common thing.
I also have.
Maybe. I feel like it's from a movie or something. But maybe it's just a common.
Yeah, but a lot of movies that have sad moments typically have violins.
Have
in
no
them.
fear. I'll get around to interrogating all members of my crew to see what you're all about.
I guess
You
we should
just-
think about the violin, but like I feel like this specific one I've heard before. Sorry, Kara, go on.
Like I said, don't worry, I'll get around to interrogating all the members of my jolly little crew.
You like our
I
queen at this point?
I just thought it'd be more fitting to do the person that I don't know anything about, because, we've been together for a tiny bit. This person's literally just been sprung upon me.
He's
I
like
couldn't even
fucking
remember the name.
casting spells on your allies and stuff.
Yeah.
It was one that was needed to be done. I mean, he was eating a child.
Sure, I was fine with that. I was less fine with using him as a footrest.
Oh yeah, you do realize I'm
Maybe
gonna
I'll check
remember
into that.
stuff from being charmed, right?
Yeah,
Maybe just
we've always had
Yeah.
that sort of banter since we've met.
I doubt you can. It's gonna hurt.
Wait, just to be sure, the cannibals and stuff, you were in RP saying that you can, or were you?
Yeah, in RP.
Okay,
Out of character, I don't care. It's make
Oh.
believe land, man.
okay.
It's not a real boy I'm eating. It's
Cool.
literally images of
Okay.
whatever you feed me.
Don't forget though, we've still got that guy tucked away in the corner of the cart,
That is true.
just in case someone mispackish. Not pointing any fingers, but
Okay,
Oh,
just in
fuck
case our
off,
card
man.
gets like inspected by someone, and then we're gonna have to explain.
You see the trying to work around this?
that's right. It's just one of our uncles.
Chris said human flesh, but I'm technically a devil, so I don't count.
I know, that's why I'm concerned, because, Yanti purebloods were humans, weren't they? But then they did a sacrifice ritual thing that turned them into part snake.
Like he'll eat any humanoid. He's just more inclined to bite humans.
I will literally burn him into the next dimension.
I'll just charm him again and get him to walk outside. I could technically indefinitely charm him if I just did a short rest every time I cast it.
Yeah, please
He would
don't.
get 6-second window between the charms.
Yeah, but he also has to make the save, and
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
saves, then you're fucked.
Well, I could cast it twice. I've actually got 2 spell slots now that I'm level 2.
Oh, really? That's good. Well,
Yeah.
then you
But
can...
I don't get another spell slot until I'm like level 15 or something.
I think next level I literally get 4 spell slots.
Yeah, me too.
I get 1 more level 1 spell slot and 3 level 2 spell slots. So, I can start spamming spells like no tomorrow.
You can Bane the Dragonborn, and then he'll have,
But no, I can just use suggestion, which makes people have to do what I say to the best of their ability.
Yeah, but that's actually about suggestion. How much can you specify when you're suggesting?
As long as I say, so if you know Code Geass, right?
Yeah.
If I told you to write something on a wall for a year, you'd do it.
Would it? Would it work for a longer time than
You do it for the whole duration of the spell. I forgot how long the spell lasts.
But I don't know if that spell has duration. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. Let me have a look.
I always thought it was like one request you could make.
Well, yeah, but
there's an actual spell called Geass that can do that.
Oh, the Geass, yeah, but the suggestion, how strong is that?
It's a 5th level spell for paladins, so that's not till late game, like 17th level.
Gios me daddy paladin.
Although I could technically do it at level 10, because magic secrets.
Okay.
But low-key enslave the whole party.
Hey, on the
I mean, 5th level, I also get it, so there you go. Can Geass everything. meet the cannibals. Well, now you're not cannibals anymore. Sorry.
One of my favorite
8 hours.
Sorry to break in. One of my favorite anime is Code Geass. So if it does turn on to Code Geass the anime, I will be entertained.
It's pretty good, I think.
And then fucking Akara will Geass like a good pilot of a mecha, and you'll have magic knight mecha battles, and then I'll make like a whole loot system and so on for virtual mechas that never existed. Whatever, I'm joking. It's a meme. Anyway, yeet.
Geass, they either have to do their spell or they take 5d10 psychic damage every day.
Whoa.
Brutal headache.
Yeah, that's a brutal headache. That could actually split your head open.
I'm surprised that no one over these few sessions has been interested in getting a healing potion.
Where?
We don't have the gold.
Yeah, we spent like the 3. We've just been lost.
Okay, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Chris or Chris.
How much would a healing potion be?
It'd be fairly expensive, to be honest, especially in Greymount.
I'm the only person who could even reasonably afford one. I have 30 gold pieces.
You could sell Cyrus.
No.
That's like spitting on our graves.
How fucking dare you?
When we were in town, we had 4 healers.
We have literally 2 healers.
And we had a druid when we were in town, so it didn't seem like we needed, honestly, more healing.
And then
the druid got one shot. The potion
and then the Fire
me,
Nation attacked.
God. I'm actually kind of depressed though that this is at a point. I know it's taken us ages to get to this amount of XP, but this is the highest level I've ever been.
I know it sucks that you died just before getting level 2. And you really wanted it too for the shapeshifts.
I know.
Just transform into a smaller turtle.
Yeah, that was the
power
joke.
play. The power play.
I mean, that would really confuse the enemy. Wait, what happened? He didn't do anything.
The best part is that you can shapeshift for up to, I think it's up to
half your druid level.
It's half your druid level in hours, but you gain them back on a short rest. So you could indefinitely stay as an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
You,
I
just have,
could
you
have.
can have like a pet alligator for the rest of our life.
Well, yeah, but that pet alligator would be sleeping for
No,
literally half of
short
his
rest
time.
doesn't mean
Well, yeah, but it's non strenuous tasks in it.
yeah.
So it's like I couldn't exactly go into a fight as an alligator and then expect to stay an alligator after it because it'd cut up my time.
T-Rex for the rest of your life. Let's go.
I like the idea of a turtle druid, always transforming into a smaller turtle that just always helps.
To look defenseless, and then it just pops back into its original self and like
No,
whacks
no,
it with a stick.
No, it just walks around the
Crazy bitch.
battlefield. It just walks around the battlefield unnoticed, just assisting all teammates with their advantage rolls.
You never
Like
see it come.
I think he would make himself, noticeable if he was actually assisting people in fight.
Well, how does that? Well, you have to imagine how would a small turtle
You'd like
assist?
distract them, like bite down the heels or something.
Oh my god,
Just untie their shoelaces.
Scooby Doo!
Undo their shoelaces and run off. God.
You can literally play a kobold, and you have an action that lets you cower and give advantage for your allies to all the enemies.
That's all for me tonight. Thanks, guys.
Today I used the word succulent to describe human flesh.
Yeah, I'm not
Well
fond
done.
of that one.
Yeah, that was not.
You misused the word. You made it less awesome. Honestly,
I brutalized you. I did a make-believe
you did.
master scar you. You sound
you didn't scar me. You didn't like.
You sound betrayed, Nick.
You fucked. You make the word worse. Like, you know how some people don't like the word moist. You somehow ruined succulent for me.
Because you're gonna be thinking of these.
He's just a cannibal now.
Honestly, I'm not a fan. Like,
don't worry.
Choosing succulent that way. I mean, it was humorous, but it's also, it sucks.
Look on the plus side, right? Look at the benefits that the leader has received for eating human flesh and being a follower, right? Maybe one day that could be you.
Yeah, I don't want that to be me.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have free will, why have power? I mean, I understand that maybe eating flesh is a disadvantage, but literally going in every place that the wind tells you, it's like...
Yeah.
You're
pretty dumb, to be honest.
Yeah, you probably don't have anything.
Right?
I'm pretty sure. Well, that is the only reason I charmed you, just because it'd be a bitch to try and get you to go anywhere the wind isn't.
And then we end up going the direction the wind was pointing anyway.
That was funny.
I mean, you did good to charm him. It just
travels west anyway.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't understand what you said. I thought you told me we are going home. Like, that's literally what you said. I thought that's literally what you said.
Where's
I'm
home?
like, I have no clue where home is, so I'm just gonna go straight.
Yeah,
that's my idea.
I'm pretty sure Panda said we came from the south and went up, and we were heading north.
How the fuck would I know where south is, though?
No, yeah, I know, but we've somehow ended up going west now. So I'm just assuming.
No, I assumed you were coming from the south because we walked northwards to the plane, and then Chris actually did a little paint drawing and told us, no, you were actually going west if you want to go into the forest again.
I remember specifically that you came from the north, the Great Mind. The south, there was the mini goblin encampment hideout where you fucked the smaller camp up with the hobgoblin. And then to the east, that's where you travel. That's the one that Hacker remember that you were traveling for so long, and you find that one empty. So you kept traveling east, and then that's where you encountered the carnival guy, the wagon guys, which were traveling from south to north. So that, and then you there was a little bit more shenanigans with the forest fire, but I kind of just nullified that with the Kara navigation check. A survival check, that was a natural 20. So
after the train wreck, that's where our rolls.
I was ready to fucking direct you back to Bolton Fort.
What would have happened if I failed the perception check?
Just run
over the kid. Oh my god.
That'd be fine. But
you feel a bump.
Okay.
It would have been that. Actually, it would have been lower than 5 or 5. I would have just said. You felt a bump under the car. That'll be all. But you aced it.
I'm not sure how this child is going to influence us, though.
I'm really.
Well, he ain't gonna wave us home, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's
If I
his
actually
love.
had like a thread and needle, I would actually like saw his stamp together. So
Like
No,
together.
I-
So you,
I think
so
I was
that he's
actually
always
thinking
hanging
about
like
that.
air in front of him, basically.
Well, he's like a monk then, isn't he?
He's like he would just wear robes and he would just look really, really wise, right? Because he has his hands in his.
Well, the thing is, how would he put him on? Because he can't put his arms in the sleeves.
Just have to have them.
It'd just
have
be a
the-
cape.
No. He would have the robe suit onto him. You know, like he wouldn't be able to leave it after it's put on.
What, you stick him in a robe and then sew his arms together.
Well, basically, yeah, and then you cut a hole in between his chest and his arms. And... I mean, you know.
So, opinion on this little mini 2-hour session? Good, bad, okay.
I feel like it's cut out a lot of the stuff that we'd spend wasted on a weekend.
Yeah.
So
I also
I mean,
feel like we also got derailed again, so it wasn't like.
Yeah, I like that the crest got some exposition.
I felt like I should just. I was debating just breaking it because honestly, I don't care for these things. You know, like symbols and crap. So I was just gonna sort of snap it. But I
I should
thought,
have done that, honestly.
I know in hindsight it would have been better, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's added something interesting.
for sure. That it did.
It's a useful thing just in case we come across more of them.
It wasn't like it was one of the lower power sessions, but I feel like it was nice, compact. It was a nice dessert, you know, or like a nice appetizer, you know.
Yep.
I feel like
Ah,
we got some things out of the way before the new guy comes in. Like we can
Yeah.
actually focus on
That will
having
be.
another character instead of ramble for 4 hours. Though maybe it will be that anyway.
well, yeah, but the thing is now we've got a kid with no hands now as well.
Maybe he will play. And this is a monk. Oh my god! That's it.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
God.
a kid with no hands.
I mean, he doesn't need hands if he's just punching with the stump.
Well, if I've ever heard a Superman origin story, it wouldn't be this one because he had hands. But
Like
I think
Doors-
there's something there.
doors with candles who are his kryptonite because he can't like grab them. He only pushes it.
I just wrote. You want to play a monk with no hands? Question mark. That's a sales pitch.
Now hands free.
A kid with no hands. Thing is, it could be whatever he wanted to. It'd be like, you know, can you imagine him being like a fucking wizard or sorcerer or something, and he just shoots lightning out with his stubs?
I mean, probably right. Sorcerer, I imagine he could be right. It's like inner power.
Yeah, it's Mystic XD.
Well, the thing is, he could have been a warlock, to be honest. 'Cause, I mean,
I'm
they
gonna go
sacrifice their
sleep,
power.
guys. It's really late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
See you guys in the weekend.
Right.
Bye bye.
Yeah, man, see you guys around. Same as the
I'm
other day.
hopping off
Bye.
as well.
Yeah,
So.
see you weekend.